Hello, welcome to our Year 7 Parent Information event. Throughout this presentation, we will be sharing with you some of the successes of our pupils and some key information that is essential in order for your child to succeed at Heathcote. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Miss Clancey and I am the Head of Year 7 at Heathcote. These are the items that we will be addressing throughout this presentation. Please feel free to stop, pause and watch at your own convenience. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you to our senior leadership team and two of our key support teams at Heathcote. Firstly, we have Miss Hillman, our head teacher, who most of you are probably very familiar with. Mr Abbott and Mr Galicia lead on the Quality of Education programme to ensure your child is receiving the best lessons in all subject areas. They have been integral in organising and supporting the online learning process. Next, we have Miss Close, who is the deputy head in charge of behaviour, attendance and ethos, and Mr Hutchins, who is our designated safeguarding lead. We then have Miss Argarakis, who is in charge of data and progress. She will be speaking to you later in the presentation to explain how reports are organised and presented. Finally, we have Miss Elmi, who is in charge of pupil leadership and parental engagement. Our Special Educational Needs Department is led by Miss Gardner and Miss Smith, who is the Deputy Senko. Finally is our Pastoral Support Team. They consist of Miss Austin, who is our Inclusion Manager. Next, we have Mr Travis. He is monitoring punctuality to ensure your children are both to school and to lessons on time. Miss Warden is in charge of the monitoring uniform standards and also completes any admissions for new students who will join us throughout the year. Mr Travis and Miss Warden are both running the community detentions for each year group in these areas. Miss Blackwood is in charge of our IEU and is an integral person in identifying patterns of negative behaviour and following up with IEU reports. My vision as a head of Year 7 is to ensure that all pupils are learning, happy, safe and progressing. I want to create a year group environment where they feel supported and nurtured in order to show the best version of themselves at all times. I will encourage our pupils to take responsibility for their learning and self-regulate their behaviour so they can constantly and consistently succeed no matter their starting point. I will endeavour for your children to be confident in their own ability and be brave enough to step out of their comfort zones to participate in and encounter new experiences. I will work with your children to help them build a sense of resilience, where they are not afraid of failure and are able to embrace feedback to continually strive for improvement, in areas both academically and socially, so they can become well-rounded members of society where they can succeed on their educational pathway. Firstly, I would like to say how proud I am of how well Year 7 have settled into life at Heathcote. After a tough year and a challenging transition, they have amazed me with their resilience and attitude towards life at secondary school. All of our Year 7 pupils can succeed on their educational pathway by implementing our year group ethos, the 4 P's of progress. They should be implementing these into every aspect of school life. They are punctuality. Your child should be on time to school and all lessons throughout the day. Presence. Your child should present and conduct themselves well at all times, ensuring they are showing the best version of themselves. Pride. They should take pride in their uniform, their work, and their participation in school life. Preparation. They should be prepared to learn, be equipped for all their lessons, and complete all of their homework and classwork tasks. Every pupil in Year 7 has been provided with a knowledge organiser. These need to be brought to school every day as part of their essential equipment and need to be displayed on their desks in every lesson. A knowledge organiser is a set of key facts or information that pupils need to know and be able to recall in order to master a unit or a topic. Typically, an organiser fits onto one page of A4. This helps pupils to visualise the layout of the page, which in turn helps them to memorise the information better. The secret to success is to regularly visit the knowledge to be learned. This helps transfer the knowledge from the short-term memory to the long-term memory. This not only helps to make learning stick, but it also frees up our short-term memory for day-to-day learning and experiences. Next, I would like to introduce you to our amazing Year 7 team. These tutors are your child's first port of call with any issues during school. They unfortunately have not been able to spend much time with them on the current timetable, but we are hoping to include more tutor time when we return after the Christmas holidays. I am now going to pass you over to the team.
My name is Mr. Galicia and I am part of the senior leadership team at Heathcote School. My role focuses on the quality of education and I work alongside Miss Clancey and the Year 7s to ensure that everybody is learning, happy and safe.
Welcome to 7-1. So, who are 7-1's form tutors? They consist of me, Miss Chana, and my co-form tutor, Miss Johnson-Kelly. We are both history teachers and we're usually found in the humanities building. Now, 7-1 have done exceptionally well since the start of September, and we as their form tutors are so proud. They've done so well that they've been awarded so many praise points, and our top 3 praise points pupils are Dominica with 60 praise points, Darcy with 53 praise points, and Barhan with 45 praise points. Let's give them a round of applause. Well done, 7-1 overall. You're working really hard. I can see the effort you're putting in, and we want you to keep that up. So good job for doing that. So I want to go over break and lunchtime expectations. Timings for break are 10:20 to 10:40, and break usually consists of a 20-minute break. Lunch is 30 minutes from 12 to 12:30. Now, expectations during break and lunch times is pupils leave at one exit of the humanities building to go outside where they will line up in their number order. Then they're taken inside to the humanities building to go to the toilet and wash their hands. Now, after washing their hands and going to the toilet, at break time, pupils will head back outside. However, at lunchtime, after washing their hands, pupils will head towards the canteen to collect their lunch and sit in their seat number. Now, out of lessons, pupils are only allowed to be out of lessons if they have a purple card that is issued by their head of year. Now, due to the current situations, pupils are otherwise not able to leave lessons, even if they would like to go to the toilet. Going to the toilet, collecting water, filling up their water bottles needs to happen at break and lunchtime due to the current situation that we are in. Now, lunch orders. So every 3 weeks, pupils place their lunch order from what they like to eat from 4 items. So that could be a jacket potato and cheese and beans. It could be a sandwich. It could be some hot food item. So they put this order every 3 weeks in. Parents will need to top up their account for those 3 weeks through Parent Mail. And the next lunch options for January will be taken just before the Christmas holidays. So just as a reminder, parents, please, could you top up your account for your child for those 3 weeks? And if you would like your child to have packed lunch, that is what they'll be having for those 3 weeks until we place and collect a new lunch order in. Thank you so much. Hope this was informative, and I look forward to speaking to you and seeing you soon.
Hi, I'm Mr. Karim and I'm the form tutor for 7.2. I'm a science teacher and teach science and A-level physics and have been at Heathcote School for 5 years. My slide is about presenting why should you come to school. Evidence shows children and pupils improve their socialisation, their academic performance and improve their personal and social activities by being involved in the community and breeding a sense of responsibility. On that point, well done to Autumn, Dylan and Samuel for getting the highest praise points in 7.2. We are second out of all the forms, so a bit more, and maybe we can be the best form in Year 7. Heathcote School has a good record when it comes to attendance, with averaging 93.5% last year. We are in the green zone. However, if we can get into the second green zone, above 97%, that will have a marked improvement on all of our performance. Attendance is a fundamental aspect of any child's school record and includes lates, illness absences and holiday absences. If a child is feeling ill and will not be coming to school or will be late due to whatever reason, be it traffic or other circumstances, please inform the school reception before 8:30 a.m. on the number 0208 498 5110. If illness, lateness, attendance becomes persistent or continuous, and there will be follow-up consequences. The school reception and the head teacher will get in touch with the guardians or parents, and students and family may have to attend a SAP, a school attendance panel. At these panels, decisions will be made to support the individual students and their families but if persistent absence is still continuous, then a school attendance order may be issued and a notification of parental responsibility. Eventually, this can lead to fixed penalty notices being issued of £120, which can be reduced to £60 if paid early. The website is listed below. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Miss Beckwith Young and I'm the Head of History at Heathcote School, and I'm also the 7-3 tutor. If you're ever looking for me, I am based in the Humanities building. So, the first thing I'm going to be going through is how you should start off in your lessons and what behaviour is expected. So the first thing that you need to do is making sure that you're equipped for your lessons. So that will include making sure you've got all specialist equipment such as calculators, making sure you've got pens, rulers, pencils, whatever you may need. You must also make sure you have the correct exercise book for each lesson. Then, of course, making sure you arrive on time and arrive promptly, and making sure that you sit in your assigned seats. And once you've done all that, you need to be ready in 90 seconds, which basically means you sit down at your desk, your exercise book is out of your bag, your equipment is out, your knowledge organiser is on your desk, and you are writing the date and title and do now. So in order to make progress in your lessons, you first of all need to make sure you're actively listening to your teacher and or whoever is speaking in the class. So when we are having a classroom discussion and someone is speaking, you need to make sure that you are looking at them and ensuring that you are listening. It's very important not to have your hand up when someone is speaking, because that person might be feeling rushed. So you want to be able to be listening and actually engaging in what they're saying. If you want to respond to them, you need to make sure that you put your hand up, and also same way, if you want to respond to your teacher, if you want to ask a question, you put your hand up. Then you need to ensure that your work is presented clearly and neatly and being proud of your work. Then you need to ensure that all conversations are on your learning, so making sure when your teacher has given you time to discuss your answers with a peer, you need to make sure that you are listening and focusing your discussion on the work that you are doing. And then making sure that you always aim to reach the challenge task, so whatever challenges that your teacher has given you, make sure that you always aim to reach those. And finally, I'm going to show you the top of the praise points. We have George B, who has 42 points, and we have joint second, Freya and Ferdaz with 40, so a huge well done from me.
My name is Miss Sargid, and I am the form tutor of 7-4. I am a geography teacher. When not teaching, I can be found in the Humanities building. The top praise points for our form are Aisha with 48 praise points, Caitlin has 41, and Vanessa has 30 points. Just as it is important to take care of your physical well-being, it is equally important to look after our mental well-being. Did you know that 1 in 4 people experience problems with sadness, stress, worry, and anxiety? If this is how you feel, it is important to remember that you are not alone. These are the different ways that we can take care of our mental health. If you feel you need further support, please speak to your head of year or any teacher that you feel comfortable speaking to. It is also important to remember that your words and behaviour to others can have a greater impact than you have actually intended. In a quote from Caroline Flack, "In a world where you can be anything, be kind."
Hi, my name is Miss Hussain and I'm the proud form tutor of 7-5. I am the design and technology teacher here at Heathcote School, and when I'm not teaching you can find me in the DT department. In joint third place with 39 P1s are Sarah and Talia. In second place, Leah with 40 P1s, and in first place at the moment is Paige with 49 points. This is part of the Behaviour Policy at Heathcote School. Once you receive 2 warnings, you are removed from your lesson and sent to IAU. You will be in the internal exclusion unit for the duration of your lesson. Following this, you must attend a detention in the hall for the designated day of the department. You may receive essentialised detention for having banned items in your possession. The banned items are listed on the left-hand side. Some of these are aerosols, junk foods, and chewing gum. These items will be confiscated and disposed of. If you are seen with your mobile phone, earphones, hoodies, etc., they will be confiscated and returned at the end of the day. However, you will receive a detention for this. In the blue table shown, if 2 or more issues are reported, you will receive an hour's detention. Failure to attend this will result in a day in IEU. If you receive a community or late detention, this will take place on a Monday. You will be given a detention slip and be picked up from your last lesson and taken down to the hall to do your detention. 2 IU referrals equals 30 minutes, 3 IU referrals equals 45 minutes, and 5 or more IU referrals equals 60 minutes.
Hi, I'm Miss Ali. I teach geography and I am based in the Humanities building. I am a form tutor for 7-7. Well done to Jacob, who has the most praise points at 53 points, and Nivesh, who has the second most points at 50 points. Well done. Keep up the hard work. At Heathcote School, we believe that school uniform plays a crucial role in creating an inclusive community, providing a school identity and demonstrating equality amongst pupils. Pupils are expected to wear school uniform at all times, and a high standard of dress is required both within the school and when representing the school in the community. Overall, Year 7, your standards of uniform are very high, so well done. Remember to wear your lanyards at all times, which must contain your timetable and lunch cards, and remember that hoodies are not permitted. PE kits must be worn on the day you are timetabled to have PE. And in this colder weather, you should wear a warm, waterproof coat, especially as during the recovery timetable, you are more exposed to outside areas.
The target grades for pupils in years 7 to 9 are set using Fisher Family Trust estimates and are targets for the end of year 11. They are FFT 20 estimates that are created using the performance achieved by similar pupils in previous years. Similar pupils are those with the same gender, month of birth and Key Stage 2 scores or CAT scores for this year's current year 7. At Key Stage 3, we work out if a pupil is on track to meet their year 11 targets by taking their Challenge Week assessment scores and ranking them against the rest of the year group to create grade boundaries. This is then compared to their targets to say if the pupil is on, below or above in that subject. In addition to this, pupils will receive an effort grade and a homework grade.
Hi, I'm Miss Burnett and I work in the careers team at Heathcote. This presentation is just to give you a little bit of information about the careers programme at Heathcote. And it's a programme of events tailored to each stage of our pupils' learning journey. So that's from year 7 when they join us and they start to think about careers and skills needed in the world of work and just getting to know those ideas, all the way through to years 12 and 13 when they may be making choices about employment, apprenticeships or going off to university. So in addition to careers education in the classroom, we also offer a number of other opportunities to our pupils. This includes one-to-one information, advice and guidance sessions, access to work experience placements, information about apprenticeships, industry insight days, so the opportunity to meet with employers and find out about specific industries and job roles, further and higher education taster days, open days at universities. We also link up with employers and unis to offer mentoring schemes, and we can help with applications, so be that for university or for sixth form or even job applications. We can help pupils to develop their employability skills and practice interview techniques. So this diagram kind of shows you a bit more clearly the different stages of education and the different levels of qualifications. So you can see within secondary education you've got your GCSEs up in the sort of top left hand side, and then below that you've got further education, so that's college, sixth form, and intermediate and advanced apprenticeships up to level 3. Moving over onto the right hand side, level 4 through to level 8, this is your higher education, so university routes and higher level and degree level apprenticeships as an alternative to full-time university. So here I've just given you some tips. These are the kind of conversations that we'll have in the one-to-one sessions with pupils. If they know what they want to do, then it's really good just to kind of, draw out of them some more information about that. What do they know about sort of the pathway that they would like to take? Have they looked at the skill sets required and what qualifications they need? Are they clear on what the role entails, what they'll be earning, what sort of hours they'll need to do, and the working conditions, and also kind of how realistic is it in terms of the job opportunities? Are there lots of jobs out there in their chosen field, or is it a dying kind of industry? Things are moving towards more automation. So is it a job that's going to be affected by the future world of work? If they don't know what they want to do, then that's fine. It's all right not to know at this age exactly what they want to do. That's perfectly fine. But what we would do is encourage self-awareness here. So we would get them to think about their own strengths and their interests and their qualities. What are they good at? What do they feel passionate about? What would be important to them in a potential career? Do they want to travel, etc.? How does it link to their subjects? What subjects do they enjoy and why? Are their job roles linked to that they can take that further? And then hobbies and interests. What do they do outside? What do they love? What gets them up and gets them motivated? Can they link that to the potential sort of pathways of work and career ideas? So I hope this presentation's been helpful and it's given you a bit of an overview into the work we do in school. This last page, you've got my contact email address on here. Feel free to contact me with any questions relating to careers or progression or work experience, etc. You can check the careers bulletins that are sent out on Google Classroom and Parent Mail. The sign-up codes are on this screen for pupils to sign up to the Google Classrooms. If they haven't done that already, please get them to do so. And then at the bottom there's just, these are the most used go-to websites that I use in sessions with students. I thought I'd share them with you. They're quite user-friendly and there's loads of information on there. Thanks for listening.
I would like to thank you all for your time. I hope you have found this presentation informative and helpful, and I look forward to meeting you all face to face when the current situation allows. If you have any questions or queries, please do not hesitate to contact me by email.